back to the table. I'm actually quivering with excitement here. This is, I get a lot of PMs about stuff, and a lot of times it's usually, asking me about a particular movie, what I thought of it, or question about my band, stuff like that. Of course, asking me how I stay so young and sexy looking, beauty tips and whatnot, as you can imagine. But I also get all the time people ask me when you're going to do a Hardbox update. So for all your Hardbox lovers, diehards, this is my biggest update ever for Hardboxes. Usually I only do a few at the most at a time. So I figure I'd like to do one. Never really done one this big. So it's going to be a combination of ones that I've gotten recently, since that first one I had early in the season. So stuff that I've gotten in the last, 4 or 5 months, and then I also threw in some ones that I've had for a while just to beef up the segment. So I actually have, I'm going to show you guys 20 Hardboxes. So this is just a mammoth, awesome update here for you Hardbox fans, and I'm so excited to do this. Supposed to do this originally, of course, with Lucio Finci joining me. It didn't work out that we could get together in time, so I had to find an adequate replacement for him. So who better to be that replacement than a rare appearance by Mrs. Headbanger.
Hello.
So she is joining us for this, a rare appearance. She's not on here often, and she's going to be a part of this. And we have some beer, of course. I've been sick lately, so I actually haven't had a beer. I'm feeling better now, so I haven't had a beer in quite a long time, so it's going to taste great. I have an IPA, which you guys know I love, Southern Tier IPA, and Ms. Headbanger has her trusty old
the champagne of beers.
Miller High Life. So cheers. Cheers are Hardboxes. Oh, it's fantastic. When you have a beer and when you haven't had one in weeks, that's just amazing. So, alright guys, we'll get to it. Let's run through this as quickly as possible so this doesn't take forever. And again, I'm just mixing it up with some newer stuff, some older stuff that I had. Hopefully you enjoy this. And yeah, what better way to have some beer, show some Hardboxes with my sexy lady. We're all set here.
Ow.
First one, this is a company, Tombstone is the company that put this out. Actually, they're a pretty underrated Hardbox company. They don't put a ton of titles out, but what they do, they're really cool, and they make really unique covers. You can see this one's awesome. Sorry for the glare. Della Morte Delamore, you guys know I'm a big fan of that. Mikel Suave's film, Cemetery Man, the other title. Look at that great, got some boobies on there. It's gonna get censored by the YouTube titty police. With great spine. Damn the hogs, titty police. Look at the back. It's got this awesome, tomb statue there, the cross. More boobies, thank you. But really cool. This is limited to 75. This number 71 to 75. Just a cool, unique Hardbox, I think, for this movie. This is one of those movies. You guys know how it is. I need every edition I can possibly have for this. I have many Hardboxes from '84, Media Book, whatnot. Yeah, to cover Rupert Everett's tits there too. So very cool. Highly recommended, this Hardbox by the Tombstone label. Get that out of there. Alright, another one kind of by a random label. Not one of the big three, the Trinity companies. We'll get to that later. But newer one I picked up. Love this film. George Romero's The Crazies. Love that artwork. You like this film as well.
Yeah.
I think it's one of his really underrated ones. I piss on the remake. Whatever. I know a lot of people like it and don't like this one, but whatever. I love this movie. This is a great Hardbox. This is put out by Analyst, who actually puts out a lot of cool releases. This is the leather type Hardbox, as you can see, which I just love. They're so classy looking and really cool. Awesome Hardbox. There's another cover of this I want to get. They put out 3 covers. Another film, again, that I have lots of editions of, and I just can't get now of collecting this one, The Crazies.
The color is fantastic.
Yeah, the color's great. I have a poster like that signed by Romero, so that's really cool. Let's get to one of the trinity of Hardboxes. XT Video, X-Rated, and 84 Entertainment. This one, only have a couple of XTs to show you. Look at this cover. Newer Hardbox. Not incredibly limited. It's 333 Phenomena, Argento's great film with the lovely young Jennifer Connelly here. Look at that cover. Just awesome. There's lots of covers of this film that they put out. This was my favorite. Really colorful. Yeah, you guys know Hardbox is all about the cover art, and this one is just awesome. Had to get that. Available for pretty cheap too. This is one of my favorite covers, honestly, of all time. This is Blood-Sucking Freaks. Look at that. You remember this one?
Yeah, hilarious.
We haven't watched this in years.
No.
It's like one of the few trauma. I'm not a huge trauma fan. I mean, I respect the company and what they're all about. This is definitely one of my favorite trauma releases. Actually, I haven't seen this film in years, but look at that. That artwork is just amazing. I know one of you guys out there has a poster of it, of this. I can't think of who it is. I don't know if it's OD666, 666, or who it is, but I know one of you guys out there has a poster of this. Great hardbox, limited to the devil. Just love that cover artwork. I should watch this again. It's just been so many years, but it's a low budget film and goofy and cheesy, but this is one of the films that the low budget aspect of it works to its advantage and gives it definitely like a grimy, dirty, creepy factor to it.
Yeah.
It's like so twisted and low budget that it becomes creepy. So I just love that artwork. It's gorgeous. Alright, let's move on to X-rated label. Probably my favorite label. Gene Roland, aka whatever alias he used to direct this movie, but Zombie Lake, one of my favorite, really an underrated movie as far as I'm concerned. A lot of people call it a piece of shit. I love this movie. Yes, it's cheesy and bad, but it's one of those so bad it's good. Love this film. I have the other X-rated hardbox of this, and I was able to pick up this one, limited to just 66. It's one of the 66ers, as they call it. Absolutely love it. Look at that goofy kind of cover.
Is this the one inside the swimming pool?
Yeah, this is yeah, infamous scene of they shoot in the lake, and it's obviously a swimming
Clearly
pool.
pool lining. That
You can see the pool lining, and I mean, unbelievably great.
Fantastic.
I think there's a bunch of boobies back there, so I don't want to settle down. I know there's a guy sitting there who watches everyone's. He gets paid a lot of money. He watches all our videos, and he
All
just
the
looks for
uploads.
titties. And as soon as he sees them, he reports us. So if you're well, you are watching now. Fuck off. All right, love this one. Another great cover. Nightmare City. Berto Lenzi. Love this artwork with the airplanes in the back. Really cool. No boobs there.
No boobs.
You remember
Oh,
this
he's
one?
covering them for her.
You remember this one? Ends with the roller coaster at the end. And
Yes.
great, definitely one of the most downright crazy zombie films. Love it. Love this hardbox. Love this artwork. Had this one for a while. This one, I absolutely love this hardbox. There's many covers to this film. This is a Werewolf Woman, starring, one of the stars is my wonderful German lady, Dagmar Lassender. This is limited to just 33. I believe there's 3 covers of this. I'd like to have all of them, also known as Terror of the She-Wolf. Awesome chick werewolf movie. I just love this cover the best because I just think it's so unique, and it just looks like something that you would see in the video store on the shelf, you know. And cool spine. I think there's probably boobs back there, knowing this film. So I won't show you, but so cool to get a hardbox that's limited to 33 for a film I love with Dagmar Lester. Such a cool, unique cover. Thrilled to have that one. This one I was after for many years. Sleepaway Camp 3. Definitely not the best of the Sleepaway Camp movies. Still think the first one's great, but it's really cheesy. I really enjoy it. And honestly, this is one of my favorite hardbox covers. This is the old VHS cover. I mean, just look how that stands out. Cleave. It's the only hardbox I know of where that's cleavage is like the whole feature. But I love how she's got the shirt, and you can see the knife. You got the chick screaming, whatever she's doing.
Very
But just
artsy.
love that cover. It just fills up the whole. There's no border or anything. It's just awesome. The spine looks really cool. I like how the picture carries over onto the spine, which is neat. And the back is really cool. I like how you have the guy hanging down there. And limited to 500. These are pretty hard to find. It took me a while to get one of these.
Is that hand number?
Yeah, this has the hand number down there. Just awesome. I love this. Looks great on the shelf. Fantastic cheesy slasher film with an amazing cover. Alright, we'll get on to the 84s now. I got a lot of 84s to show you guys. Here's some newer ones. Not a huge fan of this film. It definitely kind of grows on me a bit every time I watch it. Super cheesy, super low budget. I know a lot of you guys out there love this movie. I don't love it, but I definitely like it, respect it. Total 80s cheese vibe. But I had to pick up this hardbox. Look at that cover. It's a leather one, yeah, as you can see. But I mean, that doesn't reek 80s video store. I don't know what is. This is just amazing hardbox. They put out a couple covers of these. Cool pictures on the back. Comes with a card. That's another one of the other covers. They give you that with it. So super nice. Again, this looks great on the shelf. I gotta take a sip of beer here. Alright, next up, another leather hardbox. Awesome survival horror film, Rituals. Underrated film, love it. And this one has like, cool about this, has that leather effect, but I've never seen the leather like this that actually feels different than the other ones. It's a little more, feel that.
Oh yeah.
Like
it's
softer. It's
smoother.
like a little more plush.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a higher quality leather. I don't know. It's just like ox.
Feels like it was taken care of.
Yeah, it just has a different, slightly different feel than the other leather hard boxes. I know Dom, VHS kind of Ballet, I believe he has this one. You could attest to that. But I love the cover. I love the colors. X-Rated put out a couple hard boxes for this film. I just love this old poster. It's got like the actual like folds from the poster, like it was folded up. Great cover. It makes it look like a slasher, but I wouldn't really call this a slasher film. Hal Holbrook, great performance. Limited to 99. It's a great hard box, and we will take a quick break, and I will show you the rest of these. All right, we're back on this epic hardbox update. Cheers once again.
Cheers.
This is awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let's get back to work here.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm glad. Glad you are. You know, I would consider myself, as Ms. would say, a backwards hardbox collector. I typically, usually I get like older stuff, older hardboxes I usually focus on. But 84 over the last, I don't know, 6 to 8 months, they're really putting out a lot of cool new stuff. I showed you guys that Elvira and Last Man and Earth one back earlier in the season, and they continue to put out really cool like classic old school films. There's another one you guys know I love. I did a segment on this film, Dementia 13. Great colored cover there, black and white film, a classic. Francis Ford Coppola. This is another leather hardbox. I got this still sealed, but this is a Blu-ray. I don't have a region-free Blu-ray yet. This is actually my first Blu-ray hardbox. But awesome cover, looks great. So once I get my region-free Blu-ray player, I will love to watch this. Limited to 99. Fantastic. Some great new stuff. Another new one. You guys know I adore Vincent Price. Creature Feature 1313. I was able to get him one of these as well. This is actually the Bat. That's German. How do you pronounce that, Shelley?
I don't know.
Biest.
Biest. You have to be angry when you say Das Biest.
Vincent Price is Das Biest actors in horror, I think. But this is called the Bat. Oh, it's a black and white film, but I love this awesome, colorful cover. It's fantastic. Really cool artwork on the back. This one limited to 84 at number 40. Awesome. Definitely want to get all the Vincent Price hard boxes. There's a few older ones too I got to get, but awesome. This is two newer ones now that they've put out. 84, you know, X-Rated is probably my favorite, but 84 is not too far behind. They put out way more than the other companies. Here's a great one that I got recently. You guys know I went on about this film in our last episode with our film fest with 26. You love that movie, right?
Love it. Love big old gators.
Yeah, we love. I really want. The cool thing about being a big Creature Feature fan and a hardbox collector, there are a ton of Creature Feature crazy killer animal hardboxes. Day of the Animal, it's the bear one, Grizzly, tons of Croc, Gator hardboxes. I want to get them all. Shark films. So great to get this one. There's 3 covers of this one. That
was such a cool
that scene. This is one of the covers as well that they put out.
There it is.
There's the wedding scene right there.
Oh,
the wedding scene. Limited to 84. This is cover A. I believe this was my favorite. This is the classic original cover of the film. Absolutely love it. Thrilled to have this one. Another classic one. Andy Warhol's Frankenstein. This goes with my awesome Andy Warhol's Dracula. Actually not. I don't like how it's called Andy Warhol. He technically produced it, meaning he just put his name attached to it. But Paul Morrissey actually directed these films. Sure, Finch and I will talk about these at some point. We love them. Crazy, over the top, erotic, gory. They're cartoon. I think that's okay.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We'll see.
The great Udo Kier stars in both these films. Great to have this one along with my Dracula one. These are limited to just 99, somewhat older. Awesome film. Great. Look at that artwork. It's just awesome. Bit of an older one, another one of those films that I try to get everything possible that comes out for it. The cool thing is 84 has put out a bunch of hard boxes. I of course have the monster box. Mrs. Hedberg has the little fetus box.
The baby box.
The baby box. So I have the meat. I mean, there's just so many cool releases. Here's another one. You love this cover. What do you call that?
Derp.
Derp. Do it.
That's the best derp face.
I mean, cross-eyed zombie. I love that they chose to put this on the front of a hard box. Fantastic. Limited to 125. I have many zombie hard boxes. There's another one. Wanted this one for a long time. Love the Voodoo, the German classic worm zombie.
Gross.
Awesome. It's got the there is one like this one out too that I don't have yet, but I love this one. This is limited to just 84, pretty rare. It's got like a cool texture to it too. Fantastic classic cover with the white trim. Very cool. Love it. Thrilled to have that. Here's a couple slasher ones that I wanted for a long time. Love this. This is honestly one of my I want to poster this. One of my favorite covers with the chicks and just that pose. But the funny thing about this hardbox is the Last Slumber Party is a much inferior film to the Slumber Party Massacre, which this cover is from, but for whatever reason they chose to steal that artwork for the Last Slumber Party movie, which again is a fun cheesy slasher but far inferior to the actual Slumber Party Massacre film. But so very kind of a unique cover in that it's not this, they stole the artwork, so that's cool. But this is limited to 84. Awesome. Love having that image on a hard box. This one I got fairly recently. I was after this one for a long time. One of the, as far as I'm concerned, underrated slasher films. This is Just Before Dawn. Look at that cover. Isn't that a nice one? 84. Just really cool cover. Yeah.
I never noticed that.
Awesome film. Jeff Lieberman, director. It's a very atmospheric slasher film. This is limited to just 84. Thrilled to finally get this one. Just love that artwork.
It looks very nice.
Really cool painting style. Just love it.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Great. Thrilled to have that one in my slasher hardbox collection. So very cool. And lastly, save the best for last, right?
Yep.
Take a swig.
Chars.
The only thing, it's tough to beat a monster box when collecting things. You know, I collected all Crazy deluxe box sets, steelbooks, digipacks, hard boxes, you know, all that stuff. But definitely, as far as I'm concerned, my favorites. It's tough to, you can maybe match a monster box, but it's tough to beat it. And there was 4 that I was after. There's a few I don't care about, like the Hellraiser 4 one, I could care less. There's the black erotic. I'm all for black eroticness, but I don't need it in a monster box form. There's an Ilsa one, which is for from XT Video. That's cool, but man, I wanted 4 Zombie, Fulci Zombie, which I have. Mario Bava's Shock, which I have. I've shown both of those in the past. And there's 2 other ones that I wanted, and they were quite elusive for me. One in particular. But here's one. Mikhail Suavi. It just pisses me off that Argento's name is the only name on the cover because he, you know, produced and helped out. But Mikhail Suavi's name I think should be on there. But The Church, and this is the cover A. I know it seems like most people have cover B, which is the white picture, which I love, but I just feel this cover fits the mood of the film more. It's a pretty dark film. I'm thrilled to get this as cover A again. We know definitely size envy there for the hardbox. Love this cover. Love having this one. Limited 84, of course, as they all are. Look at that back.
Nice.
With my girl Barbara Capisti, one of my favorite actresses. Look at the inside. It's just awesome.
All the stuff it comes with.
Always goodies. Get the white poster. This is the other cover of this monster box. Great that they made 2 for this film. I would like to get the other one eventually. Comes with a great booklet. Lots of cool stills and basically like lobby cards of the film. Looks great. Awesome booklet. This is all glossy paper. You get a free film Trauma, Argento's Trauma. Get the cool little cross, whatever you want to call it. It's not a pennant 'cause there's no chain on it, but whatever. It's a cross that says church on it. Love the magnet here that you always get with the monster boxes. Just an awesome set. Being a die-hard Mikhail Suavi fan, this is like just awesome to have this one, cover A. And then lastly, you know, there's certain things that take a long time to find. All you die-hard collectors out there realize this. Various things that take you a while to finally acquire, and this one definitely took me a while. Thrilled to finally have it. one of my favorite Fulci films. House by the Cemetery Monster Box. Thrilled to finally have this one. Starring the great Catriona McCall, who we met last year, and Dagmar Lassender. I've already shown this before in the Italian episode I did last season, but you know, my second favorite would be this item signed by Catriona and Dagmar. But love this film. Look at that artwork. I mean, it's just amazing. Catriona there. Just so, colors are vibrant. It just looks so great artwork. The back's fantastic. Well, not, it's a low number too. Number 4. So absolutely just freaking collector boner right here. I'm sorry you have to see this. It's like, it's almost in camera. It's boner, so you like this film, remember, with the creepy kid with the weird dubbing voice, of course. Great poster you get, same as the cover. The awesome glossy picture on the inside, card. Just, I love this. Show those.
Oh.
You don't have to open them. Look at those. Rubber maggots.
They feel like fishing
Show the camera.
lure.
You gotta get it in there.
Feel like fishing lure that you could
so
buy.
cool. I mean, you get
gross.
rubber.
Do they glow in the dark?
They might.
They look like they do. They do.
Do they really?
They glow in the dark.
Let's show the camera.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
I'm trying. This is ridiculous. So this is. Don't try this at home. You can't tell, but
No.
I don't know if she's lying or not to you, but she said they glow. Get the magnet, of course. But anyway, awesome edition, guys. I ran on too much. I hope you've enjoyed this ridiculous mega hardbox update with the 2 monster boxes. Now I have all 4 monster boxes that I wanted. I'll definitely do another one of these down the road if you clamor for it. But thank you so much for taking your time out to watch. We're going to go watch some horror movies now.
Yep.
Get some food, and we'll see you next time on the table, guys, for Headbanger and Mrs. Headbanger.
Later.
Charles, we'll see you next time. Hardbox is fucking.
Hardbox.
Is that Hardbox segment amazing? Trying to get choked up. So unbelievable. Hardbox Mountain. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed this episode, the mid-year in review and horror films so far that I've seen. So many more that I need to still see that I'm really excited about too for the rest of the year. So next episode of Horror's Ball, actually be much sooner than this one. Won't take as long. Probably, hopefully in a couple weeks. Really cool show. I'll show you guys footage from the big horror show that my band played. Actually, Little Headbanger is here. She actually attended the show, which is really cool. The only kid there, and she saw where she went play for the first time in many years. So, what did you think of seeing us?
It was awesome.
Yeah, you had a good time. Stayed awake the whole time. You ran our merch table, which was
awesome.
awesome.
I sold a shirt.
She sold one of our shirts, so that was awesome. I'll show you guys some footage of that. And Finchy will be back next episode. We have a brand new version of Sailing the Seas of Cheese, where we will talk to you about an excellent cheddar horror film that you do not want to miss. It'll be awesome. So check it out, guys. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much, as always, for watching. Good to be back. Remember, people, scare yourself.
And each other.
Scare each other. See you next time, guys. Later.
Horror's Ball.